I'm going to encourage you to make gratitude your default. A lot of us are not looking at what's going well. We're looking at what's going wrong, and what you focus on expands. So I don't know that I've ever shown this publicly. I bought a box from the Cary, North Carolina Big Lots, and here it is. It still sits beside my bed. Hold on. I still cannot be a weather woman. It says bless our family on it. And I wrote one note of gratitude in this box a night. That's all I could muster. I was raising a 7-year-old. My husband worked an hour one way. I was saving the agency, was replacing myself with 6 people. And sometimes I would drop my daughter off at daycare and I would take a power nap on my floor. Life was very, very yucky. And so when do we seek out how to get out of yucky? Pretty much when life is yucky. I would just write little notes. Now, I've written thousands of these notes. I still write notes in here. And then this later on became the Grateful Box, which is a company I dissolved in 2023, but I still own the Grateful Box product or whatever. And eventually that will resurface in another time period. But this is how I started, right? So what I wanted to do was gift people the way to get started. And it is applying the practice of gratitude that will shift your life. So I want to just go over some things that gratitude does for you when you practice it. So why am I here, Kim? Why are you talking about gratitude? Why is this your purpose? This is my divine aligned purpose. This is why I sold my insurance agency. People called me crazy in 2016. What are you doing? I lived in Charlotte. I didn't even live near my office. I lived in Charlotte for 3 years and owned my agency. I went like once a month, and somebody would say, why would you give that up? And I say, well, when the good Lord calls you to go do something, you do it. Because if I was still in insurance right now, I would be a miserable millionaire. And that's just not fun. I coach a lot of miserable millionaires who are making a lot of money, and they are just not having fun. So I just decided that I would come into alignment with that. So what are 5 powerful things that happen when you start writing gratitude daily? And I'm asking you to just fill these out to your best, your ability. If you skip a day, so what? It's progress over perfection. Right? I skipped a day yesterday. It was busy. We were running around and we did something before we started our errands and I just didn't get to it. And so I still wrote a note of gratitude in my little box at night, but I didn't get to the main journal yesterday. So first, you shift your focus to abundance, right? So we want to rewire the brain out of negative. And so we want our minds to seek out the good around us instead of what's going wrong. Instead of saying, it looks like it might rain today. Instead of me saying, oh my gosh, it's going to rain today. Well, without rain, I don't have good grass, flowers, all the things. So I'm grateful for rain. Second, stress and anxiety decrease. Right? Gratitude is the antidote to anxiety. So one thing I've done over the past, if I feel myself getting anxious, I will take a piece of paper out and you write down 4 or 5 things you're grateful for until you feel the anxiety. Or you could look around your room where you are, your office, and just see the evidence of things going well in your life. Number 3 is we gain clarity and perspective. So if we're seeking out, I've had a miracles list I've been working on all year. And in the beginning, I could only write down like 1. And now I can seek out tons of them because you get what you focus on, right? Like I teach in my group coaching. I taught last week, how do we shift our focus into abundance? Well, we don't focus on what we don't want, right? You don't focus on that because if you focus on it, you're going to get more of it. A perfect example of this is somebody will say, I want to be debt free. That statement alone will bring you more debt because you're focusing on debt. So you want to say, I'm focusing on the abundance in our life, and I'll share some things I say to reverse that statement. So you're shifting, you're recognizing what is going well. You see challenges differently. Number 4, your relationships deepen and strengthen. Expressing gratitude for others fosters stronger connections and builds trust. We will do an exercise this week that reflects that. And number 5, you attract more of what you desire. Gratitude raises your vibration, aligning you with abundance you want to create.